This is your Topic 3 assessment. Now, this is very much like the test we will be taking a couple of days after we actually come back to the physical school building. So, you need to try your best on this and get used to how we're doing this. Let's look at number 1 up here. Right here, number 1. And I'm going to make that line skinnier. You need to count the number of fish and you need to decide, is it 4, 5, 6, or 7? So let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, you see where our number 6 is? What you need to do is color in the circle right below 6. Don't circle the number, but color in that circle. Let's look at number 2. How many totals are there? Our possible answers are 7, 8, 9, or 10. We have to decide whether there's 7, 8, 9, or 10 totals. Ready? Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So how many totals were there? If there were 7, you color A. If there were 8, you color B. If there were 9, you color C. And if there were 10, you'd color D. Do you remember how many there were? There were 8. So you're going to color in B for 8. Now down here for number 3, you're going to count the number of bathing suits and tell me which one is the right answer. Go ahead and count them. How many did you get? Which answer did you color in? The right answer is D. There were 7 bathing suits. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now number 4 is a little bit different. We need to look at our tin frames and we need to color in all of the little squares over here for the ones that do not show 9. So if it shows 9, we do not color in that square. But if it doesn't show 9, then we do. How many's in the first one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 in that first one. So does it show 9 or does it show a different number? It shows 10, doesn't it? So since it does not show 9, you're going to color in that square. Let's count the yellow dots in this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many dots were there? There were 7. So does that show the number 9 or does it show a different number? It shows 7 instead of 9. So since it does not show 9, you're going to color in this square. Let's look at this next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. How many does it show? It shows 8. Does it show 9? No, it doesn't show 9 because we just said it shows 8. So since it does not show 9, we need to color in that square. Let's look at this last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Does it show 9? Yes, it does. And the directions said color all of the ones that do not show 9. So we're not going to color that one because it shows 9 and we don't color any of them that show 9. Go ahead and make sure you have this page just like I have it, because if you don't and I erase it, you won't be able to see the answers. Okay, I'm going to erase everything now and we're going to go to the next page, so pause the video if you need more time. Okay, I'm going to tell you what to do on this page, and I'm going to have you try to do it by yourself, and then we'll go back and check it. For number 5, which is right up here, you need to read this number, tell me what this number is, and you need to draw that many counters up here. Draw that many dots. Well, it says to draw animals, but you could just draw dots, because sometimes it's hard to draw an animal. So I'll tell you again, read what this number is, and then draw that many dots up here. Go ahead and pause the video until you get that finished. For number 6, you need to count the number of fish and then write that number right here. Count the number of fish and write that number right here. Go ahead and pause the video until you get that finished. Okay, number 7. For 7, you need to draw 10 shells. And if you want to, you can just use dots. Draw 10 shells and then write the number to tell me how many you drew. Draw 10 shells and then write the number to tell me how many you drew. And go ahead and pause the video while you get that finished. Let's go back and check these. And I'm going to switch to blue to check these. What is this number? Can you say it out loud with me? Ready? 8. That is the number 8. So I'm going to get my paintbrush out here because I can draw circles better with it, counters better with it. We're going to draw 8 animals, and I'm just going to use counters. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now look at the next one, and I'm not going to slow down very much because you should already have these answers written. Let's count the fish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fish across the ceiling and down from heaven. That is how we make a 7. Now for number 7 down here, we need to draw 10 shells and then write the number to tell how many. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I drew 10 shells. Now I need to write the number 10 over here. A 10 is a 1 and a 0 that live close together. That is the number 10, and that's what you should have on your page. I'm going to go ahead and erase this, and we're going to go to the next one because you should have already had that finished. On this page, you will need a red crayon and a yellow crayon. So go ahead and go get your red crayon and your yellow crayon. Pause the video while you're going to get that, and then come back and resume it when you have those. Do you have your red and blue crayons? What you need to do up here for number 8, is you need to color some of these counters red and some of them yellow. And then however many counters you color red, you need to color that many apples red. However many you color yellow, you need to color that many apples yellow. So I'm going to do one, but I want you to do a different number than I do. I'm going to do 1, 2, and I'm going to switch to my paintbrush because it seems to make it easier to color these. 3, 4, 5. So I colored 5 red counters. So I'm going to color 5 of my apples red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 red apples. And since I have 5 red apples, I'm going to write my number 5 here. Short neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. Now the rest of my counters I have to color yellow because those are my only 2 and I already said I colored 5 red. So I'm coloring the rest of mine yellow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 yellow counters. So how many apples am I going to color yellow? I have 5 yellow counters, so I'm going to color 5 yellow apples. And I have 5 yellow counters and 5 yellow apples. So what part of my whole is yellow? 5. Short neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. Very good, class. You guys did a nice job on that one. Go ahead and pause the video if you need to finish your number 8. Down here, for number 9, we need to draw more of these totals to show 10. So we have a few. How many do we have now? We have 1, 2, 3. So let's keep drawing and count. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had 3 and we had to draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we had 3. We had to draw 7. Now over here in your 10 frame, and you don't need to circle it like I did. I just did that so you could see where I was at. You need to draw counters for your total number of totals. So how many did we have total? Do you remember? It was 10, wasn't it? Because we were drawing enough totals to make 10. So how many counters are you going to draw over here? You're going to draw 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And you can pause the video while you get that finished. So this page here is your last page, and it looks like a big one, but what we're doing is we are making a pattern. So I want you to get your red crayon out to start with, because we need to use yellow and red crayons to complete the pattern to show different ways to make 5. And then after that, we will go back and write our numbers. So with your red crayon, we are going to color the top row. We're going to color all 5 of these red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And remember, I have a hard time coloring with the mouse. So if you need more time to color those 5 red, go ahead and pause it. In the next row, we're going to color 4 of them red. Remember, we're making a pattern. In the next row, we're going to color 3 of them red. 5, 4, 3. What do you think will be next? Count backwards with me. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to color 2. Go ahead and color your 2 shovels red. Okay, are you ready to count back? 5, 4, 3, 2. What comes next? 1. And then after 1 comes what? Nothing. None, meaning 0. Okay, pause the video. Get all of your red shovels colored, like I did, the same number that I did. And then you can resume it and pick up your yellow crayon because we're going to be doing yellows next. With your yellow crayon, we're going to color all of the shovels that we did not color red. Just go ahead and color all of the shovels that we did not color red. And then we will write our numbers to see what type of pattern we have made. You can go ahead and pause the video until you get all of your shovels colored, because I know you all color really neatly since you have crayons, and it takes you a little bit longer to color neatly. I can color faster with this paintbrush than you can with crayons. So pause the video, color all of your shovels yellow that are left over, and then resume it and we will go on. Okay, so let's look at the top. How many red shovels do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So out here you're going to write the number 5. Short neck, belly fat. Number 5, wears a hat. Go ahead and write that number for me. Next, we're going to count our red shovels down here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Write your number 4 out here. Short line down, short line across, big line from the ceiling to the floor. That is how we make a 4. On the next line, we're going to count our red shovels. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 3 red shovels. Around the tree and around the tree. That is how we make a 3. Okay, on this next line, we're going to count red shovels again. How many do we have here? We have 2. Half a heart and then a shoe. That is how we make a 2. Go ahead and make that 2 for me. On this line, how many red shovels do we have? Without counting, you can look and see that there's only 1 colored. From the ceiling to the floor we run. That is how we make a 1. And then look at this last one. Do we have any red shovels here? No, they are all yellow. So the number of red shovels is none. Nothing. No red shovels. So we put a 0 there. Go ahead and make sure you have all of the numbers written on this side all of your lead numbers written, and then resume the video and we will work on our yellow. How many yellow do we have up here at the top? We have 0, don't we? We don't have any 0. None. Nothing as far as yellow goes. So we are going to put a 0 there because we have 0 yellow ones. How many yellow shovels do we have here? We have 1. From the ceiling to the floor we run. That is how we make a 1. How many yellow shovels are here? There are 2. Half a heart and then a shoe. That is how we make a 2. How many yellow shovels here? 1, 2, 3. Around the tree and around the tree. That is how we make a 3. How many yellow shovels do we have down here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Short line down, short line across, big line from the ceiling to the floor. That is how we make a 4. And how many shovels do we have down here that are yellow? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Short neck, belly fat. Number 5 wears a hat. And what we did here was we used a pattern. We kept taking away red ones and adding yellow ones and used a pattern to show all the different ways that you could make 5 with red and yellow shovels. Boys and girls, make sure you have this all written just like I do on my page. And pause the video if you need to see it because I'm getting ready to end it. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.